Let's go! All right, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot how blunt of a cutoff the end of that song was. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. How's everyone doing today? Today marks my 1-year anniversary since I started streaming. So I had to do a little callback there with the OG, as T-Shoe likes to call it, Banana Pump song. Hey, guys, for today, because I've been doing this for a year, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want today. So, instead of going through the watch list and looking at this absolute misery, I'm just going to ask you guys what charts you want to look at. And while I wait, I'm going to eat my food and probably sip my chai latte and just enjoy the chill time. Because I'm very hangry right now. I don't know if the anger is coming from the hunger. It might be coming from the charts. But this is hitting the spot, man. This is hitting the spot real hard. John just wants to look at the charts. Okay, let's at least look at Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin currently trading at 109, 415 and 81 cents. We got a little bit dumpy today, guys. I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention. Prices went down a little bit. So we're currently grasping for some copium here. My OG retrace target from back here never hit, so maybe we can rely on that 106. No matter what, we could technically bounce right around where we're at, and that would be an uptrend, so I'd be okay with that too. But let's do what we normally do and refresh the liquidation heat map. And zoom in on the 12-hour. I woke up today and I couldn't breathe. That was pretty cool. 108, 398. I think I have to be on a job site tomorrow too, which sucks. So hopefully I wake up and I feel normal. I'm gonna go all the way down here. 106, 423. And then up top, 10 or 110, 116. And all the way up at the tippy top, we've got, ooh, do I go all the way up here? 113, 894. Yeah. Okay. So big range on top, slightly smaller range on bottom. Probably more liquidity to the downside. That's what it looks like. But we'll see what plays out. Not a lot of liquidations in the past couple hours. It's going to be interesting to see what direction they pick for the remainder of the day. John said, got JJ to go back to the regularly scheduled program within 10 seconds of him saying he's going to do whatever. I mean, I just said I was going to do whatever you guys wanted to do. You guys got to give me some charts to look at, because I'm chilling. I'm going to try not to talk with food in my mouth, though, because that bugs the crap out of me. Bitcoin dominance. Getting a little pumpy. Really struggling to get above 59, though. So, that's, I guess, one thing that's going for us, maybe. maybe alts can find a reason for existence. It's pretty bleak out there. Silver was the only thing green earlier. MicroStrategy might be done for. Like, I don't want to be a doomer, but there's not much going for MicroStrategy from this point forward. You know what I mean? Like, what's the appeal here? Bitcoin did this, and MicroStrategy did this. Like, why would you buy MicroStrategy? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm just being a pessimist today. It's still following the 2021 fractal, just saying. What is? Bitcoin? I don't think that's correct. I think we're well beyond the 2021 fractal. Let me go find a clean Bitcoin chart. J Shear 2.0 said when mucus again. Why do you keep saying that? Oh god, I can't reach my thing. Okay. We got 20 minutes until the daily close contest. Oh, Bitcoin and MicroStrategy? Does MicroStrategy have a 2021? How is it following the 2021 fractal? It doesn't look anything like it. Let's pull the fractal. I don't think you can. You really have to, like. I guess I see it. It's quite vague, though. And if that was the case, where's the altcoin? Anything? where's anything for altcoins? Oh, geez. Tom Soloscote said, "It's over. I'm tired of this market. I'm selling everything and putting the money towards my mental health. It's been fun." Wait, no, it hasn't. Goodbye, everyone. Well, if you're being for real, Tom Soloscote, I love you. And cheers on my on my 1 year anniversary. Cheers. I'm not here to convince anyone to stay. I appreciate every one of you guys, though. Yeah, I see what you're saying, John. I do. I don't know. I refuse to believe that alts are gonna fucking die out on this hill. If that was the case, then I think that I think midterms are gonna be a shit show for the president and Republicans. I'm just saying. I think crypto's the reason they won. I think it can just as easily be the reason they lose. We had a really shitty beginning of the year. We had an okay, like, last 2-3 months, and then it got shitty again. Just like this week. Everyone's freaking out again already. But if we're, if we topped out, that's not looking good for Donnie Boy. I'm just saying. Oy. But Bitcoin does look like crap. RSI is oversold, which apparently doesn't mean anything, because it was oversold right here too, and it did nothing. It just kind of went down a little bit more. Total 3 is down 4.82% on the day. We lost 1.07. We're heading towards 1 trillion, which hopefully acts as support. If we lose 1 trillion, we're fucked. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm going to adjust that and say that we're breaking down out of a ascending wedge. You guys got any suggestions? Tom Silkscope said, "Wake me up when September ends." We only got like 6 more days, don't we? My favorite part of trading is when you open a trade and it goes the opposite direction and you're suddenly like up or down like fucking 50%, but then you open the same trade in the right direction, and it goes that direction, the same like amount, but it's not 50%. You like gain like 5%, which doesn't make any sense. And you're like, okay, okay, sure. That's my favorite part. If you guys aren't going to give me coins to look at, I'm going to start playing a video game or something. Pegu's down 10%. Near's down 10%. AVAX is down 10 or 11%. Fartcoin is down 10.89%. What else is down 10%? 10 is a lot, dude. Whoa. MicroStrategy went up 40x off the 22 lows. Well, it looks like shit, piss, and balls today. Off the current highs. There we go. All right. Dixie wants to look at Dong. Let's go take a look at Dong. Dong looks good. Honestly, if we would have just been putting money in Dong, we'd be sitting pretty right now. What is this? Like 12%? Big fucking deal. Dong is where it's at, man. Dong is where it's at. I'm gonna go all in on Dong. I'm rotating all of my shit into Dong today. Daily volume, Jesus. Market cap sitting at 80K. I don't remember when I started talking about this. It might have literally been here. I remember it was like ridiculously low. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody ever listens to me until it gets to the top and then they buy and they're like, how come you said to buy Dong? Because they don't actually make any individual decisions ever. Okay. What else do we got? My voice feels better today, Vikey. Aster. Asturd. I do thoroughly enjoy the flavor of the weak coins, guys. Asturd topped out at 240 and took a little dumperoonie. Currently from the local highs is down 20, probably 23, 24%. Volume actually looks quite good. There isn't much chart data to go off of for anything else, to be completely honest. But all things considered, there's some wicks indicating some buy pressure, which is kind of nice. So let's see where she takes us. What is going on? Is the market dumping hard right now? Are we witnessing a flash crash live and in person? I heard that there was some new war FUD today. What's that about? Some guy like called an in-person meeting? That was kind of crazy. Nothing happened, obviously, yet. The market has taken a dump, though. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? 1 year anniversary, so we're doing a little chill stream. No strings. Just for funsies. Because I feel like I deserve it. Vikey said, thoughts on ETH touching the 21-week EMA? I don't know. I don't follow any of that moving average crap. It's always junk. I've never actually seen it. Unless it's like something that's like really so far extended in the macro that it's not going to matter. You know, like it's impossible to tell. They're like, we crossed into a bear market officially today, and we've been in a bear market for like a year. You know what I mean? ETH crossing back below 4K, though, is apparently a big deal to a lot of people. So, regardless of whether or not the chart matters, people look at the charts and they invest accordingly. So that's going to be a factor on whether or not people are going to buy. And I will say there's something to the market psychology thing. And I feel like I go back to this a lot, but I feel like it's probably the one thing that's helped me the most is learning market psychology and learning how to deal with my own psychology in the market. But people will look at this. They'll say, oh my gosh, ETH crossed below 4K. I'm not touching that. It's over. And I think that that's literally the opposite mindset to have. Now, obviously, time will tell. If we did truly top, then that might have been the right mindset to have. Eventually, that will be the right mindset to have if we enter a bear market. But for now, I don't think we're entering a bear market. We haven't even experienced Q4 yet. I think that that's silly to assume that we've entered a bear market. I think that we've been spoiled this I don't even know if I can call it this bull market. I will though. I think we've been spoiled this bull market in that we usually get 20% pullbacks on Bitcoin and like 40 to 60% pullbacks on altcoins. And I know that sounds insane, but you can check the charts from last bull market. Bitcoin used to do 20-30% pullbacks and alts used to just get destroyed when that happened. And that was normal. That happened very frequently throughout the bull market. If that happened today, I think there would be like an overflow in mental institutions of people checking themselves in. People freak out right now when we get like a little 10% day on altcoins and Bitcoin loses like 3 or 4%. It's the end of the world. World War III is coming. There's no bull market. There's no alt season. It's over. It's all Sam Bankman-Fried and Donald Trump's fault. And I think that that's kind of funny because the other side of that, the people that actually make a ridiculous amount of money in this market are the ones who look at all of this and they say, oh my gosh, ETH just crossed below 4K. I'm going to scoop some up. And they buy. Right here, they execute buy orders. Buy, buy, buy. And it's going to, maybe it's going to linger down here for a little bit. And that's going to convince people even more. These people that sold right here are going to open up shorts and they're going to bet that it's going to go down. And then as soon as it's going to pop up so hard and fast, they're going to get instantly liquidated. And it's the same story every time. I feel like the story gets boring, but it's entertaining still. Same thing every single time. They're going to become moderators on the Butcoin Reddit. And they're just going to be, instead of telling their wife or their girlfriend or their wife's boyfriend that alt season is coming, they're going to be like, oh, it's going to zero anytime now. It's going to zero anytime now, babe. Can you ask Bradley if I can sleep on the couch tonight? It's really cold in the shed. Brickfist POW said, I've been shorting memes on Bitunix. Definitely a good time to do it. Dude, memes have been getting leveled. You know what? Actually, let's go check on Murad. Let's go check. Oh shoot, what's it called? I want to go check on Murad's wallet. Okay. Mr. Murad is down. I mean, again, this is silly. He's got a $29 million portfolio. Did he add to it? What am I missing here? Oh no, okay, it actually just recovered that much. That's actually really sick. Now it's like a head and shoulders load of me. Ugh, that's a little frightening. So this portfolio, August? Nope, July 28th was at its peak at 67 million. It's currently at a $30 million portfolio. I wonder if he's made any deposits. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. The guy's a multi-millionaire, but I feel like he's getting really ballsy with his plays here. SPX, GigaChad, Harry Potter, Obama Sonic Inu, Popcat, Mog, Retardio, Mini, and Apu. Like, who's even heard of those in the past 6 months. Unfortunately, the meme cycle is a very short cycle. You have to rotate into different memes. They lose their hype. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's why he has $29 million and I don't. But I would be a little sketched out if I were him. And again, maybe that's because he's in a different echo chamber than I am. I mean, I wish I was in a yes man echo chamber like that. My echo chamber seems awfully depressing. Surprisingly here, ETH down 6.8%. Solana's down 9.17. Almost down 10%. So it is holding up better than ETH, which is interesting. Yes, I will look at Ray. I will go take a look at Ray, that pulse player. Sorry. I did see you mention that earlier. Thank you for reminding me. Just Elizabeth Cat. Okay, Ray. Ray is down 28.37%. It is officially hit that 36.24 level. If it breaks below that, then it's gonna get crazy. Like, it's already kind of gotten crazy, but that's that, in my opinion, last support level before. Like, I guess the next one would be here at 1884. Let me get rid of this stupid middle finger. What's going on, Waterfly? Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Been doing this for 1 year today. 1 year. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Tom Solid's Coat said, don't worry, this is the last dip before moon. Yeah, this is the last one, I swear. This has never happened to me before. Increased volume into that dump, which is very interesting. Every other dump has been pretty tame. This one has been very, very volatile with that volume increase as well. JShear 2.0 said that's what I'm thinking too. I freaking hope so, man. This one seems brutal. This one seems so much worse than the other ones. I don't know why. Actually, I think I do know why. Before, with the other ones, we got like a nice, really nice pump, and then it went boop a little bit low. And maybe it took like an extra week to do that. This took like a really long bleed out, and it was like really miserable and boring. This time around, we didn't get this nice pump. This time around, we like came off a pump, and we've been lingering sideways down a little bit. We recovered a little bit sideways down, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's like dip, and you're like, what? We didn't even get the fun part beforehand. It's BS, man. Ray. Did I say Re again? It's Ray. It's not Re. Sorry. Sorry, that pulse player. Do you want to let Vikey know what Ray is? In the chat? You know more about it than I do. But yeah, I don't know. This dip has definitely been brutal for alts. Yeah, see, ETH made a little baby all-time high right there. Got a retrace, and it couldn't even get anywhere near that. And then it went bam, bam. 2 smackdowns. No fun. It's just been a poop show. Nobody enjoys poop shows, man. It's disgusting. Tom Soxco said Bitcoin doesn't seem to be at or close to support. I mean, depends on your definition of support. I think Bitcoin's support is going to be 100K. That's psychological. 106 is relevant for some reason. I mean, I put it on here as support for some reason. 108 probably relevant, strictly based on this nice little bounce right here. And this little, yeah, 108 is actually probably relatively decent. I could sell that. I could sell 108. Obviously, 100 is going to be the strongest because of the psychological implications. Nice round number. People with OCD are going to be like, oh, I got to buy $100,000 Bitcoin. Okay, that pulse player said Ray is self-learning AI. Tishu said it's going below 100K. I told you yesterday, remember? I feel like you've been saying that for, I don't know. I feel like you've also been notably absent from the streams, Tishu. I'm just gaslighting people now. That's so mean. Tom Selleck's code said yes, 108 is what I'm looking at. Isn't that where we're at? Oh, we're at 109. My bad. My bad. My retrace target guess from like circa 1984 is 106K. Hey, Bitcoin Daily Close contest coming up in less than 60 seconds. Make sure you guys get your guesses ready. I got the humidifier. Give me a second. Let me let me hit this. Hold on. Let me hit this. I'm sorry. That's really funny. Okay, let's get down to the 1 minute time frame. Oh, shit. That's like good stuff. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Water fight. That was my my humidifier. Oh, that was good. That was good stuff. Okay. Tom Selleck's Goat said yes, 108 is what I'm looking at. Tom Selleck's Goat coming at 108,750. What if I just didn't put anyone's guesses on there? Would that be mean? Holy crap, Chewy came out of the woodwork. Literally. His house is finally done. The second one. Tom Selleck's Goat 108,750. Chewy 109,008. Mr. Robert said, whatever the price is, when you read this is my guess for the close. 108,940,98. I like that. I like that one. Creative. It's unique. What's going on, Chewy? How you doing, man? How's the house? How's the family? It's my 1 year anniversary today, Chewy. Been streaming for 1 solid year. 108,811 from Giovanni Fontes. Quite possibly the sexiest name in the chat. Besides mine, of course. Oh my goodness. I will say, I think that I'm ready to be like 100% not sick anymore tomorrow. I can feel it, Mr. Krabs. Hopefully that remains the case. Chewy said, good man, had back surgery a few weeks ago. Ooh, that's no good. Got you on the good drugs, though? They give you anything crazy? Sometimes they do fentanyl patches now for surgeries, which is nuts. People like, fentanyl's been so negatively associated with stuff now because of the streets. They probably offer it to people in the hospital, like, do you want fentanyl or do you want morphine? They're like, fentanyl, what? It's like being offered heroin in the hospital. You're like, what are you talking about? What? Didn't they do that in Canada? I think that they got a license for like for prescription cocaine or something, didn't they? They did something in Canada to where you can get prescription cocaine for something. I don't remember what it was. I think we went over it on stream within the past 12 months. Chewy said just regular meds, so Vicodin. Dude, I remember I went to my grandma's house and my fiance was pregnant at the time, but she had heartburn. And I was like, Grandma, this tells you what kind of grandma my grandma was. She was hilarious. I go, Grandma, Liz has heartburn. Do you have any Tums that she can have or something? And she goes, I got Vicodin. I was like, what? Grandma, what would that do for heartburn? I don't think that helps heartburn. Oh man, that was too funny though. She's like, I got Vicodin. I'm like, oh, sick. That's cool. What about something else? Do you have like milk or something? Jeez. Mikey Odin said how to stop the urge to jerk off. What is going on, man? Fahid coming in with a 109 11111. Mr. Roberts said, wait, what? We can get free Yayo up here? I don't know if it's free. What if I said I heart Vicodin? Dude, when I get old, I'm gonna be just like my grandma. I'm getting that Vicodin. You bet your ass I am. Ooh. Vikey Odin. Coming in with a 109051. Ladies and gentlemen, I have something in my eyeball. I think I got it. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Vikey said my name is literally Vicodin. Well, we love you. All right. Does Canada still have over-the-counter, oh, shoot, what's it called? Brick Fist, I got you. Give me 1 second. Time's up. Time's up. Over-the-counter. It's not. What is it? Let me get Brick Fist. I can't remember what it is. Tylenol 3, essentially. Jay Shear said my guess was missed. I don't see yours in here, Jay Shear. Did you say it in the Discord? Why can't I scroll? What's going on here? Oh, it is in the Discord. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, Brick Fist. I'm getting distracted. Brick Fist 107 344. And Jay Shear said his was in the Discord 108 89669. What's in Tylenol 3? Can somebody look that up for me? We're totally getting blacklisted today. Over the counter drugs. I forget. I know they have it in the UK. Flexa would be able to tell me. All right, let's get these bad boys sorted. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Let's get these bad boys sorted and up on the board. I said that already, but I said it again for a dramatic effect. 109 11111. That is Fahid. How is Tyler not here for my 1 year? That's messed up. Vikey Odin. Codeine. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. 109 051 100. Is codeine still available over the counter in Canada? Chewy coming in with 109 008 108 940.98. That's Mr. Roberts. Whoops. Mr. Roberts currently in the lead. Jay Shear 2.0 coming in with 108 896.69. 108 811 Giovanni Fontes. Select Scout. Coming in with
10% 20 oct percent 2020% 25% 25% 20 rate percent 20 was percent 200% 22% 20.25%.
From Brickfist POW. Is it Brickfist POW? It is Brickfist. Pow. I can't tell if that's POW, Prisoner of War, or Proof of Work. Look at that. You guys got a lovely distribution this time around. Currently, Mr. Roberts is in the lead with 108 955 32. Thank you, Bet1 then Bet2 for the $2 super chat. You said in October 2020, Fed fund rate was 0 to 0.25. Vikey Odin said, isn't Oxy the same as Vicodin? No. Oxy is I don't know if it's opioid or whatever. It's skeletal though. It's a skeletal muscle relaxer. Not a fan, personally. Unless I'm thinking of something else. I think there's several different oxys as well. Would you believe me if I told you that I was almost a pharmacist? Canadians addicted to codeine. They're also addicted to like beer and maple syrup. Pretty much anything that your body eventually turns into sugar. Arif said, "What the F happened to the market?" I don't know. We've resorted to drug talk. Breakfast said it's not prisoner of war. Okay, good to know. Bet1 and Bet2 said it's currently 4%. We might need more time before a crazy bull run. Who knows? Yeah, that's true. That Pulse player said no everywhere. No fentanyl everywhere, though. Yeah, that's true. John Turgo said, yo, you ever get on that Rocket League? Not yet, not yet. Let's see, guys. We got less than 1 minute remaining. This is a candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Holy crap, Mr. Roberts still in the lead. What a guess. 108,989 and 99 cents on Bitcoin. Oh, Chewy now in the lead. 109,009.47. Chewy very, very close. Now he's right behind. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's daily close contest, Mr. Robbers, with a daily close price of 108,994.49, 108,994.49, 108,994.49. Congratulations, Mr. Robbers, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Very cool. With a guess of 108,940.98. Very cool. Congratulations, Mr. Robbers. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Happy birthday. All right. Go back to the 4-hour time frame. Very nice. Oops. I want to move that liquidation line. So, turns out, so far, the fractal has failed. All right. Very cool, very cool. Teach just spam bananas and said, I'm not absent. Oh, what happened? Oh, whoa, my chat's broken over here. I fixed it on the other end, though, I guess. Or this is not broken over there. All right, congratulations, Mr. Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Mr. Roberts. Yay! I couldn't always match the fractal. You are correct. I mean, it's what's nice about this fractal is I can just do this. Any day now. Well, it's made so that I can move it, and, well, just in case this exact thing happened, you know. Ooh, number go up. What? What? I have not fully regained my voice yet, as you can tell. All right, let's transition. Let me add Mr. Roberts to the winner's Google Doc. It's been a while since Mr. Roberts has won. But our most recent Canadian win was on September 17th, Mr. Fahid. Congratulations, both of you. Again, I would like to reiterate, it is my 1-year anniversary since I started streaming. Very cool. All right. And, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited for this one. Oh. Oh no. I must have saved the prize somewhere else. Where did it go? Hang on. Shoot. I don't know where it went. Okay, give me 1 second. Bear with me. This is crazy. I literally have to go hunting for the daily close price. I've lost the daily close price. What? Oh, I found it. Okay, I found it. Okay, I saved it in the wrong spot. I was like, where did it go? Oh, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? I was very sad. This is one of my favorite prizes so far, so it would have been a very sad day. All right, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 108,940 and 98 cents and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 108,994 and 49 cents on September 25th, 2025, the 1-year anniversary of JJ's Cryptic Corner. Mr. Roberts' prize is a baby red banana. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, on your victory. Feel free to split this with some ice cream. Feel free to enjoy it with friends and family. Feel free to eat it long ways, sideways, with or without the peel. Feel free to do what you please with it. You can make banana bread out of it if you want. You can wait for it to turn all grody and wrinkly. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. And when you cross the border back into Canada, if you have the banana on you, you didn't get it from me. All right. Cool. Very cool. Cheers, guys. Smoked banana peel. Dude, I remember those things. Looking stuff up on the internet, like how to get high at home. And they're like, take orange peels and let them get moldy and then put toothpaste on them and smoke them. Some of them were just so crazy, I would read them and I'd be like, I'm not doing that. Man, did some dumb stuff when I was a kid. It was fun, though. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. All right. Bitcoin getting a little bit green here. The joke with the red banana was supposed to be something about the chart being red, and the banana used to be green or something. But I didn't come up with any. I didn't come up with a paragraph with it. Sometimes the prizes just come to me. Farcoin's already up 1.37%. Wow! Who would have thunk? I still want to buy a house with Farcoin. I think that would be the coolest thing in the world. The fart house. Oh my goodness. All right. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, it did close above 59 for the first time. Nope, not the first time. But with like a somewhat conviction-y candle body. Close above 59. So let's see if it maintains that. Or if this is it. Maybe it was a bearish retest. Ooh, I kind of like that. I like that idea. We lose 59.2. We get a bearish retest and then continue to the downside. Ooh. Mr. Roberts said I actually sunburnt my dink once a long time ago. How do you do that? You got too much D on your D? Hold on, let me look that up before I commit to that. What vitamins does sunlight give you? Vitamin D. Yeah, you got too much D in your D. Dude, you OD'd your D on your D OD'd on D? Oh no. Your D OD'd on D. Dang. That's like next level. Mr. Roberts. I don't know what to say. That's pretty epic. Your D OD'd on D. Dude. Yep. Okay. Arif said, JJ, please take a look at Sol. I got effed so bad. All right, let's go take a look. Oof, yeah. Okay, so what happened here is Solana was dancing around in this little fun little range, broke down, lost 225, got to the lower trend line, which was a previous upper trend line, and broke below that, retested confirmed bearish resistance, and then continued the downside, losing 200 as well. So level after level lost. I will say being oversold on the 4-hour, in my opinion, kind of a big deal. I like the 4-hour oversold. Is that going to make a difference for any of these coins? To be completely honest, I have no clue. No clue. Zero clue. Dude, if SWE bounces at this purple trend line, then I'm going to have high hopes at like a longer term rally out of all these coins. Because it does kind of feel like SWE has maybe been leading the pack on altcoins. Maybe not the whole time, but like some semblance of time. And we've watched this pattern play out twice already. This would be the perfect opportunity for a third time. And that is a solid uptrend there. Giovanni said, I just bought so much SWE. I mean, it seems, honestly, how are you all approaching the market? I think that's the problem, Giovanni, is people see the market like this. They get all antsy because of their current active bags. They saw the number way up here. They're like, oh my gosh, I have, let's call it $39,000. And then they watch it go, and they're like, oh my gosh, I only have 31K now? I lost $8,000? What the heck? I don't want to do any of this anymore. And then they don't, and they either sell or they just don't DCA, and then it pumps right back up, and they miss out entirely. The smart people, I don't know if I got to finish this thought earlier. The smart people that have the time and the patience to deal with the price action like this are buying at these levels. That is the big difference between them and us. They are willing to take on the risk, and they have strategies and capital and risk tolerance that allows them to do this with ease. Compared to us, you know, we lose whatever percentage this is. Let's just call it out in a percentage. We lose 20% in a week, and we freak out and we think it's the end of the world, when in reality, that is the time when you are supposed to be paying attention and buying in, dollar cost averaging, adding to your positions, whatever. When the prices are low, when you get this opportunity again that you have not had, we have not had $3.13 opportunity on SWE since July. So it's been a couple of months. Which also, you could argue, oh, we just lost, you know, a couple of months worth of gains. But look at how quick that gets made up. How long did this take? 5 days? You can't wait 5 days for it to happen again? What if it does happen? When it happens? Because it's probably going to happen. I'm just saying. It's all about perspective, man. And it's really hard to, it's easy to just say that. That to me is the same, that's the equivalent of the people who like tell depressed people, well, have you ever thought about just like not being sad? Like, I understand how big of a gut punch it is. Unfortunately, that's how black and white you gotta look at it. When it comes to investing in cryptocurrency, you have to look at it black and white and stupid like that. Otherwise, you're going to end up getting emotional, and that's not what you're supposed to do when you're investing. Anyways, guys, congratulations, Mr. Roberts. Enjoy your little red banana. Let's go through some news articles. This one was interesting. The European Central Bank just warned Europeans to start saving cash and prepare for a crisis. What the hell does that mean? Have they ever done that before? This was the weirdest one I've seen in a long time. Why would they say this? Isn't this like the number one thing to cause a panic? Is telling people to prepare for a panic? I'm just saying. We got US revising Q2 GDP growth up to 3.8 from 3.3. That was pretty sick. Mr. Roberts said, Giovanni, I might follow your trade there and buy a bag of sweet. He'd said, well done, Roberts. Let's effing go. Breakfast POW said, I watch the wallets on Dex Hunter and take notes on who is profitable. Lots of info to see what they are doing. Do you need a... I guess watching wallets on Dex Hunter specifically, you shouldn't need a tappy. Is a tappy worth it? With tap tools? I've thought about renting one just to mess around with it for like a week. I like that they added that feature. Mr. Roberts said, thanks, Fahid. Giovanni said, sweet zoomed out chart looks insane. Alright, this one's crazy too. Microsoft terminates Israeli military's access to its technology after uncovering a mass civilian surveillance system, violating its terms. That's crazy. Brickfist POW said it's free. What, is Tappy? Or the, I forgot what it was called already. Dex Hunter. Yeah, the Dex Hunter wallet monitoring. I like tab tools though. The UI makes everything so much easier. I'm a lazy bastard, man. Don't judge me. Sometimes my brain don't work. I'm getting over COVID. I'm not supposed to say that word either, and I just said it. Dang it. Yeah, I know Dex Hunter info is free. It doesn't look as pretty as tap tools. Okay. Next we got $12.5 trillion BlackRock files for Bitcoin Premium Income ETF. I don't know what that means, but cool. We had 3 hours ago 170 billion US dollars wiped out from the crypto market cap in the past 24 hours. That's pretty crazy. Tech Dev posting, if someone calls for an end of year top, your question should be, which year? Why do you see some saying it's early risk cycle? Because it's early risk cycle. Dang. We got... Dang, okay. We should be flipping any time now, according to this. And then we got CryptoFace claiming that the bottom is in about an hour ago. So we'll see if that becomes true. Marty Party posting stablecoin mints 1 minute ago. That was 3 hours ago. Circle issuing another $250 million on Solana. USDC specifically, if you guys didn't know. Kobe essay letter. This one was interesting to me. Fannie Mae on if we want affordable homes again. Number 1, prices must crash by 38%. Or, number 2, incomes must rise by 60%. Or, number 3, mortgage rates must crash by 415 basis points. For any of these 3 things, something massive would have to happen to the macro economy. How did we end up here? And then I'm sure there's a thread. Giovanni said my AVAX long down 50%. Yeah, Scaramucci kind of screwed us. He definitely mooched off of our bags for sure. This one, you can't make this up. After months of anticipation of Fed rate cuts, Fannie Mae says mortgage rates will still be at 5.9% at the end of next year. That's just 60 basis points below current levels. Why is this the case? Because inflation is rising, deficit spending is out of control, and the Fed can't control the long-term yields. Housing affordability is a crisis. So bottom line is, you can't control interest rates. you can, at least to some extent, control your income, bust your ass, make enough money, and buy a house. That is a conclusion that I've reached. I'm no longer relying on anybody else, which sucks because houses are fucking expensive. So if you guys could help get that subscriber count up, that would be sick. The NASDAQ falls minus 1.3% at the open and is now on track for its first 3-day losing streak since August 21st. All signs pointed to an overdue pullback after one of the best 5 months runs in stock market history. Healthy bull markets do not move in a straight line. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We were overdue for a pullback, and cryptocurrency reacted accordingly. Tom Solis said AVAX pump lasted 0.5 Scaramucci's. Giovanni said lots of new builds in Arizona have rates at 3.54%. That's actually sick, dude. I'm about to come to Arizona. I guess it depends on what the price of the house is. Is market volatility set to pick up? The S&P 500 has gone 37 trading sessions without a decline of at least 1% in the longest streak in a year. By comparison, the longest stretch over the last 5 years was 53 trading days. The index has also seen 108 sessions with a drop of at least 2%, the longest streak since July 2024, according to Bloomberg. This also marks the second longest stretch since before the 2020 crash. I'm not going to say that word. All despite the S&P 500 finishing red for the last 2 days, is the market about to break this historic calm? This is the calm? This is calm? I don't think this is calm. Oh, this one's very interesting. The M2 money supply had a big spike to the upside today, which is very exciting. U.S. M2 money supply surged another 4.8% year over year in August 2025 to a record 22.2 trillion. This marks the fastest pace since July 2022, in line with a plus 4.8% year over year increase in the prior month. U.S. money supply has now grown for 18 consecutive months. Furthermore, inflation-adjusted M2 rose plus 1.8% year over year in August, posting its 12th straight monthly increase. The U.S. dollar's bear market continues. Never go down. Yeah, Giovanni said calm? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know who the hell's calm. No, I'm definitely not calm. This has been one of the strongest decades in stock market history. The S&P 500 has rallied 105.3% since 2019, on track for one of its strongest decades on record. At this pace, the index will surpass the plus 189.7% recorded in its previous decade. By contrast, the 1999 to 2009 saw a minus 24.1% decline. That sucks so bad. I would be so pissed. You imagine 1999, like right before Y2K. You're like, I'm gonna put everything into the S&P 500 and leave it there for 10 years. If we don't get Y2K'd, we'll be rich. And you have like 100K, which back then was a shit ton of money. You go back and you look, it's 2009. Your kids are getting ready to graduate. You're like, I'm going to pay for their graduation. Or I'm going to pay for their college. And you look and you only got $75,000. After 10 years, you're like, what happened, man? What is this? You're like calling Wall Street. You're like looking up on the Google. Phone number for Wall Street customer service. Oh man, that's too good. That's too good. Investors are taking massive profits. Professional retail and hedge fund investors sold $3.8 billion in U.S. equities last week. Institutional investors sold $1.4 billion, reversing the two net selling for the first time in 3 months. This brings down the 4-week average of buying down to $1.6 billion, according to Bank of America data. Hedge funds were also net sellers at $2 billion, following $2.9 billion the prior week, pulling their 4-week average down to $1 billion. Meanwhile, retail investors sold $300 million, posting their third consecutive weekly outflow after $800 million in the preceding week, Wall Street and Main Street are cashing in gains. Interesting. Alert. Bitcoins, I'm not even going to try to make up a word. STHMVRV is slipping, hinting at fading profits and early selling risks. Interesting. I think that means that you're at risk of selling early. I'm just saying, not financial advice. U.S. economy surges, marking the strongest growth in almost 2 years on consumer spending. Wow! Now, more than 218 million in long positions were liquidated in the past hour. That was 6 hours ago. This is great. Stablecoins are emerging as a $100 billion threat to Visa and MasterCard, offering faster, cheaper payments and disrupting the U.S. credit card industry. Bitch! That's pretty sick. I'm excited about that one. Bitcoin dropped below 109,000, but order book data shows spot buyers stepping in, hinting at growing demand despite risks of further downside toward 107K. Wow. The 2K difference, they're like, we could drop from 109,000 all the way down, plummeting to 107,000. Alert. Crypto Quaint analysts says short-term Bitcoin holders realized over 2.2 billion in losses in the past 24 hours. Guys, in order to make profits in crypto, you're not supposed to sell at a loss. I'm just saying. And if you're like, well, I had to, otherwise I would have gotten liquidated, then you're probably using too high of leverage. Not financial advice, just something to consider. The creepiest picture of, what's his name? 13% of retail investors now use ChatGPT to pick stocks, with the robo-advisory market projected to grow 600% by 2029. I'm not going to lie, I definitely used Grok to pick my stocks, and they've been doing very well. I should have been dollar cost averaging into those, considering how the market looks on crypto right now. But with tomorrow being DCA day, I am quite excited. I will say, if we recover today, I'll be a little butthurt, because that's usually how it goes. We recover like the day before DCA day, which is the biggest gut punch in the world. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, so we'll see. I could cheat. I just don't feel like it. An investor just purchased 1,524 Bitcoin worth $171 million. That's a lot of damn money. Stock Money Lizards posting this move came in as expected. We'll provide an update later today on next steps. The little flat range breakout, fake out, and break back down. Okay, so here's the update. The promised update. As expected, we saw a fake out stop hunt, now pushing price below 110K. For me, the key levels are 109, 107, and 105 roughly. I am prepared to buy at 105. This would coincide with the daily EMA 200. I still expect October to be bullish. I will say, Stock Money Lizards does not post a lot. They definitely do not take advantage of their followers. And whenever they do post, it's always like primo stuff. So this is one that I follow very closely. I don't mind. It sucks. I hate it. So me saying I don't mind is me being a very mature person right now. I would like that to be acknowledged. I don't mind going down to like 106, 107K. If we gotta do it, we gotta do it. I'd rather just get it done. Just Have Fun said, yo, what's going on, Just Have Fun? Giovanni said, for DCA day, do you choose whatever you want that day, or do you have percentages to allocate to specific coins? I usually just choose whatever the hell I want. And it usually has to do with what coins are doing well, what coins aren't doing well, and, you know, what I feel like having a bigger position in. I also have OCD, so I like round numbers. That is a big influence on my on my DCA for sure. So you probably guess what my portfolio looks like. There's like a lot of tens, hundreds, like of coin quantity, and then I got to decide, do I want the coin quantity or the dollar amount? It depends on which one looks better that day. It's pretty stupid, actually. It's really stupid. I've never actually said it out loud. I just kind of did it. Now that somebody asked and I'm describing it, I feel like 2-year-old. Okay, anyways. Tom Lee says live on CNBC that Bitcoin will make a monster move in the next 3 months. Supply shock incoming. That does correlate. That is in support of the Q4 theory. And I do still think that we're gonna see some nice performance going into 2026. Okay, this is a shill. Here are 7 altcoins set up for potential 1000x runs, but I do really like this chart. I don't know if these rest of these words are even relevant. The altcoin golden cross is on. I thought we saw that like a month ago. Seriously set up as 2021. Led to a 481x alt rally. I swear they just put random numbers. Back in 2021, early low cap entries delivered life-changing returns. This could be your final shot to turn $10 into $50K. Just have fun said government shutdown bad. I think that happens every year, don't it? I thought we didn't care. It's usually a nothing burger. It's gonna shut down for a day or two, and then all the stupid people that voted against the thing or whatever that were being difficult are gonna get calls from their friends being like, listen, Linda, I can't feed my kids. My caddy's about to get repossessed. And the pool guy hasn't been here in a week. I'm getting a rash. My wife's tennis club just got canceled. She's not happy unless she's cheating on me. You know? And then Linda's gonna go vote yes on whatever bullcrap. I imagine that's how everyone in the government... that's how everyone in the government's life is going right now. Their biggest problems are their Cadillac being repossessed and the pool guy not putting chemicals in the pool, so they're getting a rash now because they're grody. They're like, I don't shower, I just like to go swimming. I just go swimming in the pool, you know, the chlorine like naturally cleans my body. No, dude, that's disgusting. You need to bathe. Well, sometimes I like to hand sanitize when I come out. Because, you know, I like my hands being clean, so that's like the same thing, right? Okay, anyways, let's look at this damn chart. I've been saying for a while that I thought that we were in optimism. I'm totally okay with the idea that we're being in hope, maybe. But I'll take either one. For alts, as far as I'm concerned, probably in hope. Or at least I hope we're in hope, because alts haven't done anything for, like, months. So, I would love to see altcoins actually perform. It definitely, and I feel like I've said this so many times, you guys are probably so sick of it. The fair valuation, I feel like, is such a big point. Because, in my opinion, Bitcoin was worth 100K. And it has reached a 100K valuation because it was worth $100,000. Like, back here is worth 100K. And we got a little dip from people taking profits, and now it has reached fair valuation. You know what else has? Solana. Solana just reached fair valuation. ETH reached fair valuation. BNB reached fair valuation. One by one. BNB is just out of control, dude. BNB is like a beast. A beast and beast. Instead of Beauty and the Beast. It's like... It's like the Brokeback Mountain version of Beauty and the Beast. Beast and Beast. Oh man, that got dark. The altcoin rotation though. I don't know if you can even call it that. We might not even be experiencing this yet. It seemed like we were. Ethereum is definitely now outperforming Bitcoin. We might be in phase overlap still between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And maybe the large caps are just like coming up to bat with those new all-time highs, that fair valuation. That would be my concept, my argument, my selling point. This one was great. We've seen this before, but this is literally what's happening with crypto. You know, you got your price at 150. This lady panic sells hers at 140. And then you see that she made money, and you're like, oh man, I'm a panic sell mine. Market sell for 100. And then she comes over. She's like, oh, I mean, I just made some money. Here, I'll buy those. I'll buy all of them. And she's like, all right. You're like, okay. And then you just sell them. And then she takes them. And check this out. Supply and demand. This video is so good, dude. It's so simple. Bam. Suddenly, she's making like a 3x. And what are you going to do about it? You going to be mad? Because you sold your bag to her? Because that's what's happening. I'm just saying, it's a good video, man. It really lays it out for you. Do you want to be lavender lady or blue babushka? I'm more of a blue guy myself. And then last but not least, we got our update, our daily update. All of the data's come out. Tomorrow's the last day. We got August PCE inflation data. I don't know if that's going to move the markets. I think what will move the markets, hopefully, is money. We need some money to come into the market and to buy our bags. I think that's the bottom line. Giovanni said, can you check out BMNR stock? That dip is massive. Bumner? Bitmine Immersion Technologies. This is a massive dip. Oh yeah, it is. 20% of the stock is like jumping out the window. You said this dip was massive though? It looks like it had a monstrous run up before that. Bam. Bam. It's like doing little baby swoopties. Yeah. It's not oversold yet. I hate that I can't look on the 4-hour without it showing those, like, those freaking Tourette's lines. And then you got a bunch of gaps. You can have one or the other. Volume looks okay. The dip has not extended for a longer period of time like it has in the past. I guess. I don't really know. Daily still has plenty of room to go down for sure. What's it look like compared to MicroStrategy? Kaka. Jeez, what's going on, Michael? You good? Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like it when MicroStrategy looks like doo-doo. Yeah, what the heck? I guess from the top. That's a pretty massive dip, yeah. I see it. I see it both sides. It was incredibly overbought back here, though. Over here, it was not. So, I don't know. I don't know. That is a pretty big dip. We need to get everything green in time for Thanksgiving. Like meaningfully green. My stepbrother's having a baby. I'm gonna talk him into setting up a portfolio for the baby. It's gonna be his first baby. It's exciting stuff. We're excited. Baby boy. Maybe he probably won't. But maybe he'll let us pick the first coin. I think it'd be kind of cool. Be kind of fun. I hand him a ledger or something. He's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "We built a portfolio for the baby on stream." He plugs it in and he's like, "What the fuck is fart coin?" It's just nothing but fart coin. Oh man. Congratulations, Mr. Roberts, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call it an evening. I'm still not 100%, but I feel so much better today than I did yesterday. And it's my 1 year stream anniversary. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Tomorrow, I should be back to hopefully 100%. I feel pretty close today. I might even play a video game when I'm done streaming. But as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for watching. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Thursday and good night.